So this is a short video just to tell you how to study for the final assessment or how to prepare a final assessment project if that's what your journey gives you the choice to do. You have to prove that you have knowledge of the important elements that go with the narrative unit, that being the theme, characterization, setting, plot, and everything that goes with plot, like the exposition leading up to the rising action, to the climax, to the resolution or denouement. You also need to make sure that you show me you understand figurative language and structure, writer's craft, all the stuff that you've watched videos on, have done worksheets on, have answered questions on with the stories and the poems that you read. You also need to make sure you know your stories and poems that you had to read for your journey. So each journey's assessment is different because you didn't all read the exact same things. So if you read the Langston Hughes poems, if you read the Shel Silverstein poem, if you read Fish Cheeks or The Necklace or The Rocking Horse Winner or The Most Dangerous Game, whatever you read, make sure you remember those stories. You don't have to remember all the tiny details, but you definitely need to remember the plot, the theme, and the characters. Those are really important. The tiny details, if I ask you questions about that, I'll pull an excerpt out of your story or poem, and that excerpt will be on your test, and then the question will pertain to that excerpt. So make sure you remember all your stories, your poems, and the elements of the narrative unit. And if you need to rewatch my videos, do that. If you need to just go back and look at what you read, and if you did any annotating on what you read, just go back through your annotations. That will help you remember your stories and your poems. And that should get you ready for the test. And then once you're done reviewing for that, ask me for it or turn in your project. It depends on what your journey says that you have to do. That's it.